Hi, welcome to Making All the Plans. I'm Connie, and if we haven't met before, I'm a busy mom of two active kids, and both my husband and I have full-time careers. My goal is to share with you how I stay on top of all life throws at me in one planner so that you might be able to do the same. So this week I grabbed the Flower Power sticker book from Happy Planner, and I really liked these darker mixed with some of the pastelish colors. I am going to stay away from foils this week and go with the other boxes. And then if you flip back a couple pages, they do have some clear stickers, but I am going to go with the paper stickers that are just a couple pages back. And this Flower Power book is very pretty, and I've used it quite a few times now. And I always like how my spreads end up turning out, so I thought I would give this book another chance. Plus, since it is a mega sticker book, there are a lot of stickers in it. I also grabbed this other mega sticker book with the botanicals, and I grabbed it for the words that are in it. I don't use the words very often, but I thought I might use them. And then I also grabbed the Colorful Boxes mega sticker book as well, and they just had some of the same colors that I was going for, and we'll see if I use the boxes out of here. I do like that mustardy yellow to go with the color scheme, so I will probably pull that. And as always, I have some other boxes by my side, and I did pull my Proud Sticker Designs book out, and I have all the boxes that I have ordered by my side. I also grabbed the two small quote sticker books that I have from Happy Planner, and if I can find them, I will link them down below. So other than the sticker book that I have pulled, I'm not exactly sure where I am starting this week. I do have my spread pulled out, and I usually like to leave an area for my calendar items, my work items, and my personal items. I am going to put my work items in this week, and then I use the sidebar for meal planning. I may put meals on the days themselves, but I'm not quite sure at this point. But since I am coming back from a 2-week or a little longer vacation, I do want an area to write my work items. So I am going to start by putting lines down for my personal tasks. And I've decided that I don't want to just have rows for each thing. So I didn't want to have my calendar items go across the top, my work stuff going across the middle, and then my personal stuff at the bottom. I thought it would be more interesting this week and make me want to look at my planner a little more if I changed it up a little bit. So the lines that I am writing right now are for personal items or for home items. I do have lines on Monday and go all the way across, and then Saturday and Sunday I put them together so that I can group my weekend tasks together. I've said this before in previous videos, but I like to plan for the entire weekend and not just for one day. I may have to run kids unexpectedly, or I may have more time on Saturday or more time on Sunday, so I just like to keep my list together. And then once I get these lines down, I'm going to grab some Post-it notes, and I'm going to rip them up into pieces just so that I can use them as markers for where I want to put my calendar items. I just want them to be spread out nicely across the page, so I wanted to plan that out. I am still on vacation on Monday, so I will not be putting a work box down for Monday, and I do have a little bit of extra space then to put some decorative stickers. So I'm just going to put that floral sticker down, and then I'm going to layer the Be Wonderful sticker over top of it. And then I'm not sure where I'm going to go. So whenever I get stuck in doing one thing, I jump to something else. So I do go ahead and decide to do the sidebar, and I want to use this mustard sticker. I feel like it goes well with the other stickers that I am planning on using. I do put it down a little lower in hopes that I can put something decorative above it. And I'd grab the word stickers that I planned on using and find the word dinner. I am not very good at remembering where stickers are in a book, so these mega books are hard for me. I have to flip a lot in order to find the stickers that I'm looking for, but I usually know what stickers are in there. I just am not sure exactly where the stickers are. So I go ahead and I put that dinner sticker down, and this will give me plenty of room for my meal planning for the week. I only plan dinners, and then everybody's on their own for breakfast and lunches. Although my husband normally does breakfast, and I just have everything on hand for normal breakfast foods. So I am going to find a sticker to go above dinner, and I do play around with how I want it to fit around that box. I didn't want to layer it because it has a white outline to it, and I don't like to layer stickers with white backgrounds over top of other non-white stickers. So I just cut out a little corner so that the box fits in, and then I trim the excess off. And I thought about layering that up at the top so that I could completely cover the month. Right now it's partially covered, but instead I just white it out with my whiteout tape and leave it be. But of course I had to try to find the November sticker and put that in, but I didn't like the way that it looked, so I just went ahead and left that out as well. But not without a couple minutes of trying to force it to work. But I like to try to cover up the whiteout tape as much as possible because I don't love how it looks without something over top of it. But in this case, it wasn't horrible, and it may have just been because of the white around the sticker that it didn't bother me as much. I'm not really sure, but I felt okay about it, and I end up not going back and trying to cover up the whiteout tape. The next thing that I wanted to decide was how to mark my work items, and I found this die in my stash, and so I cut out these sheets of paper, and they're very thin, but I like how it narrows down the space that I can write in, but I didn't like how they didn't stand out, so I go ahead and ink the edges with this distressed ink in black soot and my dauber, and I just do the outsides so that it sticks out a little bit. And I felt like the floral pattern went okay with the stickers that I had pulled, but then the black kind of tied it in with the other black accents. And I do like how it turns out. I wasn't sure if I would or not, but I just wanted to shrink down the space some and define my work tasks a little differently than my personal tasks. So I feel like that did it well. I also couldn't find enough, and then I just dropped my dauber. Oh, I'm such a klutz. But I also couldn't find enough boxes in colors that coordinated at the right size. And so I decided to just go off on my own and do something a little different this week. And I do like these little Polaroid, well, they were supposed to be Polaroid die cuts, but I am using them for something different. But I lay them across the page, and I don't like how wide they are, so I am going to cut them. It doesn't really matter where you cut them. I tried to cut them so that when I overlapped them, the pattern wouldn't be too interrupted. And then I'm just going to re-glue them so that they are more of the box size and not oversized. Again, I don't want a ton of space to write in items for my work. I am just coming back from a long time off. So I'm just going to shrink them down, and then I will find a way to make it list-like in a minute. But I'm just going to cut each of these down and then glue them back together just slightly shy of 2 inches. So I'm going to do that to all of them, and then I will be back. And I did just want to mention that I have some Scotch glue in my fine liner bottle, and it just gives me more control over the glue coming out, and it makes it a little easier to put a small amount of glue. I could have used my tape runner, but I thought glue would be better in this case. And then the other part about the fine liner is making sure you get it capped right away. So now that I have these all cut out and glued back together and inked around the edges, I am going to just lay them out and try to decide how I want them. And I was originally going to put the thicker part at the top for all of them, but then I decided that I wanted to mix it up. And I probably could have used my glue here as well, but I prefer to use the tape runner when I am adhering things to my page. And then I just grabbed my art gum eraser to erase a little bit of the extra adhesive that I had gotten on my page. So I'm just going to go ahead and try. I have a bunch of I don't know if it's pencil eraser stuff or things that came off my glue bottle or what, but I keep trying to dust my page off and it just, I don't know. There's something on it. Maybe I needed to clean off my desk. I'm not sure. And then, of course, I'm trying to rub off the adhesive when I missed on the page. And I really like to layer things when I can. It just makes the spread more cohesive. And so here you can see that I am alternating where the thick part of the box is. And then I'm just continuing to grab that art gum eraser to erase the extra adhesive bits that I got on my paper. And once I get these last 2 boxes down, I can have a little bit more fun and do some more decorative elements around the page. I'll take off those lovely bright yellow Post-its that make it a little hard to see how the page is going to turn out, and lay down some more floral stickers. I am going to start by putting down some functional stickers. I do have some appointments throughout the week, both for myself and for my son. And I was going to use that mustard color again, but it was too close to the Sidebar sticker. So I go ahead and put this burgundy sticker down for my doctor's appointment. Actually, I have 2 back-to-back, which that's hard to believe that I actually got 2 back-to-back. But I'm going to go ahead and get my mammogram done for the year. And then I also need a sticker to pick my husband up from the airport and to take my son for physical therapy. So I do play around with which stickers I want to use for that. And I decided that for my son's physical therapy appointments, I would just grab some black boxes out of my Proud Sticker Designs book. I'm not sure how many more he will have coming up, so I just figured I would grab the black boxes. And then I play around with where to put another sticker to pick up my husband, and I'm not liking how it's looking, and I'm also not sure whether to put it on Monday or Tuesday. It's a weird time to pick him up, so I just continue to play around with those boxes until I get them looking the way I like them. I think I was also struggling with how light that box was. It was a really, really pale blue, and I decided that maybe that pale color was blending too much with my work boxes, so I did go ahead and change that to a black sticker at some point. But again, I'm kind of stuck over there, so I jump over to Thursday and put my son's physical therapy appointment down. And then I realized I should probably look at my calendar and see what else is going on before I grabbed this yellow sticker. And I have parent-teacher conferences with my daughter's teacher on Thursday evening. So I will be running around like a crazy woman Thursday, apparently. And then Saturday, I just grabbed another one of those black box stickers for my son's indoor soccer game, which has since been canceled, so I will have to either cross that out or grab some undo and take that off. And then I'm just going back to my word stickers, and I want to put work on each of those Polaroids just to denote that those are my work plans as opposed to my personal plans. And I'm just going to kind of center it, and then I will decide what to put inside the box. I thought about putting lines, but I thought that that would be too many lines for each day, and it would just get a little overwhelming visually. So I did grab my check it off stencil, but decided I wanted to go with circles instead of boxes for my checklists. And so I grabbed the new Happy Planner stencils and just used the circle template and skipped every other one so that I had plenty of room to write tasks and hopefully won't write too many. I have a construction project that's going on throughout the week, so that will be my main focus anyway. And other than trying to get on top of my emails, I doubt I'll be able to get very much accomplished other than those things next week. So just a few bullet points for each day. And in case you haven't seen them yet, these are the new stencils from Happy Planner. And that is the old one, just for comparison. And now that I have the functional parts of my layout complete, I can go ahead and put some more pretty elements in. And I wanted to go ahead and layer some stickers down in the bottom right-hand corner to balance out the stickers I layered in the top right. And originally I was just going to do the 2 stickers, but really I didn't need more room over the weekend, so I did grab the other floral sticker that I could layer underneath on the other side of that heart sticker. And that heart sticker just says, "Let love grow." And it has like a bluish gray background, but it's still darker than that box that I have on Tuesday. So I'm still going to change that out. But I was hoping that this blue sticker would tie in with the blue on the other box. And I could have just left that be, but I did grab my undo, and through the magic of video editing and letting that dry just a little bit, I did go ahead and move that Let Love Grow sticker over just a little bit so that it covered up just a little bit more of that left background sticker. And then I'm going to go back to my sticker book and see what else I wanted to use. I did like this floral border, and so I decided to go ahead and use it to set off the weekend even more. Again, I don't think we have much going on this coming weekend. And I'm also hoping that I can find something that says weekend or a long quote or something to go in that blank space above my lines. Then I flipped back to the florals page, and I'm just going to put a few more florals throughout the page. I'm going to try to not overdo it, but I just want a few accents across the page. Now, I really like this sticker, but since I already laid down those Polaroid dies and that middle part is open to the back, I had a hard time tucking this floral sticker underneath. So I did end up tucking it all the way and then using my knife to cut out the middle. And it wasn't perfect, but I think it turned out okay. I always struggle with the right amount of pressure on my knife. I'm trying to just cut the sticker and not cut all the way through the paper. And if I had done that, I would have cut all the way through to my other side of my layout. So I am glad that I didn't cut all the way through this time. But I do think that it ended up looking okay, and you can't quite tell. I also cut off just a little bit that was peeking out that just didn't seem to make sense that it was peeking out there, so I went ahead and cut that off as well. There are also multiple times where I try to follow the line and can't, so I end up trying to straighten it and not being able to straighten it and having to get my ruler out so that I can cut a straight line. I think I was more worried about layering it behind what I'd already put down and not worried about the line so much, so I did go back and trim that off with my knife and my ruler. And then once I finish cleaning that up, I am going to realize that I only have one bit of red on the page, and I would like to carry it over to the weekend as well. So I did grab that red flower, and I'm just going to try to find a good place for it. And I didn't love the green stem on it, so I didn't care if I cut most of it or all of it off. So I did just decide to layer it down with that decorative border and cut off the edge and then have it end under the border. So I just cut it with my scissors instead of worrying about getting my knife and my ruler out again, since I knew the border was going to cover it up. Now I'm just going to work on filling some of the white space around the page. So I did grab this other sticker that had the lavender and purple in it and put it up in the top and trim it off. And I just put some wax paper under the part of the sticker that I don't want to stick to the page so that it's easier to get off. I find it especially difficult to peel up stickers over top of the holes on the edge, so I try to avoid having to deal with that. And the sticker that's left is not quite long enough for me to put anywhere, so I just stick it back in my book, and hopefully I'll be able to use it for something at another time. Get around to taking that blue sticker off, and I just try to find an easy home for it. And I decide to grab this yellow one. But I also wanted to find a floral to layer with it since there was so much white space on Tuesday. I don't think I have much going on calendar-wise that day. I guess I might have some meetings pop up, but there will still be plenty of room to write appointments, even after I put some florals in. So I do grab this yellow floral, and I don't know what it is about these stickers and the stems. So even though I am bound and determined to use this yellow flower, I am really on the struggle bus. So I do take the yellow sticker and the florals up, and I do decide to trim them up, and I cut off most of the greenery from the sticker. I just could not get it to look right. And then at the top where it looks like the florals just end into nothing, I am going to overlap my box for the day. Once I got the sticker back down, I also realized that I did not want to put the yellow sticker over top of my yellow flowers, so I did grab my Proud Sticker Designs book and grab a black box to layer over top of the flowers. And I do like to use black throughout the page, so I think it worked well there. And again, I'm just cutting off a little piece that I thought should not be overlapping the black line. And looking at it now, I probably should have cut off that odd random leaf down there. And now that I see it on camera, I may have to go back and do it. And then I grabbed this floral for the sidebar area. This is where I will put my list of errands most weeks. So I do want to leave some room to write, but I think there'll be room to write around the flower. So I think I should be good. And again, I'm just cleaning up so that it is straight with the black line. Let me grab my quotes and see if there's anything that will go with the spread. I did grab this sticker that's slightly darker than anything else on the page, but I liked how it brought in some of the darker colors, but was also like that bluish teal color. And it just says hashtag happy life. And then I put this yellow sticker that says happy weekend. I don't like that it is gold, but I went with it anyway. And it is a little bit brighter than the mustard color, but I was okay with that. I think it looks good on the spread overall, and it does kind of brighten it up just a hair. But that is my spread for the week. I expect that it will be packed with notes and details and crazy writing throughout the week. But I hope you're having a great week, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!